Hi, I'm Don from Don Does Stuff. Today we're going to cook a prime rib roast for Christmas dinner. And you better get out of there because it's going up to 500 degrees. Cooking the perfect prime rib for a special occasion is surprisingly easy if you follow these 3 simple steps. You'll want to start with a prime rib like this one. It's a 3-rib piece weighing 8.5 pounds rib in and will provide 6 very generous portions. I bought this beauty at Joyce's Meat Market in Napanee, Ontario. No relation, but a terrific butcher. Step 1 is to prepare the roast. Bring the meat to room temperature. It will take about 2 hours from the fridge. The reason for having it at room temperature is so when it goes into the oven, it doesn't cause the oven temperature to drop massively. By the way, while you're doing this first step, preheat the oven to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes, seriously, 500. Note that if you have a convection oven like this one, it will convert the 545 down to 475 and 40 minutes. And that's fine. Dry the roast off with a paper towel. Apply tons of salt and pepper to all sides. Then apply a generous coating of softened butter all over, including the fat and bone sides. You might notice I cut the butcher strings here. Don't do that until after cooking. I made a mistake. After the butter, apply another generous amount of salt and pepper. Then place it in a large roasting pan on a rack, bone side down. To help with a lovely au jus afterwards, put several tablespoons of beef bouillon of your choice and about 3/4 of an inch of water into the pan. Step 2 is to cook the roast. 3 phases here. First is to sear the beast at 500 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 minutes per pound. In my case, 8.5 pounds, I set it for 45 minutes. When the oven is up to heat, quickly put the roast in and close the door immediately to keep the heat in. Ideally, you can put in an oven-proof meat thermometer, but it's not crucial. Expect a certain amount of smoke at this temperature, so don't be alarmed. We opened the kitchen windows and turned on an exhaust fan. After the required amount of time at 500 degrees, turn off the oven, but do not open the door, and let the roast sit in the hot oven for precisely 2 hours. At the end of this time, the internal temperature should end up between 110 and 120 degrees, perfect for medium rare. Remove the roasting pan from the oven after that 2 hours, place it on a wooden cutting board or other heat-proof surface. Cover the roast with aluminum foil and allow it to rest for an additional 30 minutes. Step 3 is to carve and serve. If you didn't foolishly remove the string beforehand, cut that off now. Using a large cook's knife, cut the bone layer off. Set those aside for a great snack the next day. Cut off the thick fat layer and discard. Cut the roast into generously thick slices. 3/4 of an inch is ideal. Hey, you only live once, so go to town. And that's all there is to it, so thanks for watching. Apologies for some of the blurry camera work. I was focused, if you pardon the expression, more on the task on hand. Bon appetit.